Hey guys, Gav321 here. Today we're going to be doing some maintenance on my PC. So right here I have the Cooler Master Master Liquid ML240 addressable RGB 240mm all-in-one liquid cooler. I've been running the stock cooler for a while. I didn't want to spend the extra money when I first built it, and it works generally well, but I'd like to do some overclocking and get my performance up with this. So I'm going to be taking this apart, installing this, and generally doing some just cleanup, and then I'll show you my new sort of setup with new peripherals and monitor and stuff to pair with the graphics upgrade that I've gotten over my old PC. So I'm going to unbox this, take apart the PC, take out the stock cooler, put it in, then we'll do some testing. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so I'm done putting it in and I'm back in the same spot we were in the beginning. Looks pretty cool inside this case here. Just going to go over kind of what we did. So we took out the stock cooler here. I cleaned it a little bit. It was my first time like actually doing thermal paste and taking stuff off. The 4 PCs I've built, everyone has used the stock cooler and used the included thermal paste. So I've never actually like done that. So there's our stock cooler. And then with the radiator in the front, we took out the 2 NZXT case fans. So I'll have these for if I get a different case or if I do another PC, I can put these back in here and take out my cooler to use in my next PC. It is quieter from before because the stock cooler isn't the quietest thing ever. Same with these NZXT case fans. But this is our main bottleneck with the noise here. But overall, we'll see what the temperatures are. We'll go upstairs and we'll start overclocking it. Alright, so I went upstairs and I went into the computer's BIOS, which is in the motherboard, and I went over to the AI tweaker to adjust my CPU core ratio, and I went up about 100 megahertz each test, and I did go in and test it every time, I'm just not showing it. But as soon as I got to 4.2, I was running into some crashing. The temperatures were fine though. It was really weird. I saw about 60 Celsius max and it would crash. So I think it's down to the 2nd gen Ryzen just not being a good overclocker. So I settled on 4.1 and it was very stable, as you can see here with my fan curve. That's relatively quiet in most things. I'm not going to use this much power most of the time anyways. But here is some benchmarks compared to the 2700X, the 3900X, and the 3990 Threadripper. Absolutely destroys all of them, but this, considering I can get up to a 2700X score on a 2700, tells you why that price difference isn't really worth it if you're going to buy an aftermarket cooler and overclock it. Next, I tried some games. So I tried Rainbow Six Siege, one of my favorite games. Pretty easy to run on max settings, getting around 100 easily and up to about 144 at times. And then I tried Rust. This game's pretty demanding, but I'm running on nearly max settings, and it's getting around 70 FPS, 75 FPS. I know the CPU's not very much with this one, but I overclocked my RAM to 3200 megahertz, and my GPU up to around 2100 megahertz, but it seems to be floating at around 2070 megahertz. By far, my favorite feature on this cooler so far is the aesthetics. So I'm just going to go over some of the lighting profiles. The rainbow ones are the coolest. They come with some presets. I really like the CPU block on this, how it radiates around it. I think it looks really bright and cool. The Cooler Master logo is a good touch because they don't actually brand it. It's just their like symbol. But overall, the lighting is awesome. That's the main reason I got the cooler, is kind of complete my build. It wasn't in a stock cooler, even though the stock cooler has a light on it, but this looks a lot better and it kind of matches the rest of my system. I was really surprised how well the software worked as well. As you can see there, it kind of shows your profiles and everything. But I'm trying to make some more content, but I really want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.